happily on my way out of it because that just no, I have not enjoyed the last week.
So she's as inaudible as thank you as can be, and there's really nothing I can do about it because she's already boosted to maximum volume in Discord.
I think it's maybe the mic settings. This Steel Series thing tries to cut out all the noise, but then it cuts out me. So I don't know what that says about me.
I think it says a lot right there. What I really need to do is I need to finally go and buy a virtual audio cable. That's what I need to do.
If I had my choice, I'd still be using my old Blue microphone because that did sound a lot better. But I haven't got an arm for it that's doesn't get in the way.
Look, it's the Master of Chaos and his sidekick, the Journeyman of Chaos. Eyesight.
Only a journeyman. Clearly, I need to move on. Oh,
Yeah.
physical in the way I can't be here.
Oh, now it's going to rain again, which means nobody's going to be able to hear anything. But that's all right. I don't know how to roll up my windows because I haven't put a key to how to roll up my windows, so my windows must stay down at all times.
Do you want me to try and change my mic?
Oh, it's fine. Just do whatever. I mean, minimally, I can go and turn down the game audio.
Let me
I-
see.
I will look at that in a minute.
Can you still hear me?
Uh, Barely over the rain. How am I getting that? Oh, okay. I mean, probably if I went and found a key to... Hold on, I've got to... I'm going to assist the situation in a minute. All right, stop truck. All right, let's exit out of there and let's go to system. Op.
Doesn't let me go past 100% on the mic there, which is annoying.
Let me make sure I still have you turned to 100 and whatever percent that I usually have you boosted to. Yep, I have boosted you to the maximum.
Wow.
All right.
Any better? No?
That actually is much better. But I was also going to go to keys and buttons. Kojo, hello.
Any better? Any
Yes,
worse?
yes, that is better. That is better. I have to figure out how to roll up my windows in my truck. Camera controls, walk
Shall I leave
mode.
it as it is then?
That's good. That's whatever you've done. That is much better.
Okay, noted. Oh, I'm in a fence. Right. Hope nobody takes
Uh,
offense to that.
mm,
Eh,
there needs to be a way to search the controller overlay. Where is rolling up your windows?
I suppose all of the power tools around here really help.
What? Close. Okay, I don't care about the retarder. Okay, now, in theory,
I don't know why I bothered to go around you. I could have just gone through you, but, politeness and all that.
all right, we're going to close my windows. Oh, that is quieter now. Okay. All right. Zeit, thank you for the hydrate. I'm waiting for my tea to cool. That was just delivered by DOS. So it's blazing hot. All right. I'm good. We may drive.
Let's go. I've been playing a lot of ETS, so this is going to be fun for the first couple of deliveries.
Yeah, you just curbed the trailer.
I did.
It's all right. I did too.
Well, that rainstorm lasted about 30 seconds for me.
Yeah. Whoop. Boo-hoo. Oh,
Oh,
Okay, that's okay. Now I remember my key combos in ATS. I've denormalized ATS and ETS, so it's a disaster.
Oh, the different key combos?
Yes. I had them normalized and then I switched ETS to something. I did something and then now they're different and it makes
Oh
it
god, that
all very difficult. Hi.
there was a truck turning and then this car decided to stop and then I gave him a little love tap.
I see. How you doing, Kojo?
Kojo? Oh, I wanted to ask you, Kojo. I can't actually see the reply because I'm not in the stream, but I wanted to buy the Talos Principle 1 and 2 bundle that's on the Steam sale right now, and someone told me that you would be the person to answer to ask if they're any good.
I will read out his reply if and when he replies.
And I'm glad I didn't go for the £65,000 load with this truck.
Why?
It's not great for heavy haul.
Ah, that's right. You have like a plethora of trucks.
I have two.
I thought you had more than that.
No, I know. I probably got like 3 or 4 somewhere. I was contemplating changing trucks. We could do that after this if you want.
I don't care. I won't be changing mine because, you know, me and this horse truck, we're good friends.
Try. I might go back to my old Pete.
I thought about picking up a day cab just because, but then I was like, why?
I don't like the look of them.
Well, I was gonna, because I was doing some jobs where I was driving a bunch of those stupid short trailers, and I hate those short trailers on this rig. And I was like, I'll just get a 2-axle day cab, and then I was like, no, I'm not. I'll just stick to what I got.
Yeah, I do like this truck. I do also like the Pete, so I might go back to that.
I think I'm probably going to drop the 18 speed out of this truck. But as soon as I do that, we'll start hauling a bunch of heavy loads in the mountains, and then. Uh-oh. The hyena is here.
Oh dear, he was playing Supermarket Sim and I was lurking as I was getting ready and I didn't even say a word in the stream. I was just joined the stream, watched, and Kurt's like, "Hi, Serenaar." I'm like, ah!
Yeah, he's kind of a creeper like that. Hello, everybody from Kurt's stream. Hello, Kurt.
Someone who actually pays attention to the viewer people when they join.
Right. Train man, hello.
Hey, Train Man came over as well. Howdy, howdy.
I'm being awkward and going the speed limit.
I came in like a wrecking ball.
He
Well,
said
things have stopped, so stop.
his TTS tells him when someone joins.
Ah, sneaky.
I do like messing with his TTS from time to time. It's kind of fun. Who are you and where's the real dare? I'm just being awkward. And being awkward for me is following the speed limits and the traffic signs.
Well, I did stop at that stop sign. First time for everything.
How many miles do I have? 700. How many miles do we have? 100. Okay, we're good.
Yeah, I think the Nebraska thing means you have to do at least 100 miles, so this one's 150 odd.
Known you nearly 50 months. I need
Do you want me to
therapy.
follow speed limits as well?
You can do whatever you want. Great to see the change, just odd. Thanks. Known me nearly 50 months. You need therapy. You needed therapy beforehand, Wolf.
You think that's bad? Try 10 years.
Shush.
Hmm. Well, the retarders on these trucks make funny noises compared to the European ones, eh?
I mean, they make real noise, unlike the European ones that sound like someone sighing.
I think the Pete one sounds better, but
Yeah, the
this
Pete.
one was more of a.
Yeah, those newer ones I don't like. The Pete and the W900. Those two are particularly nice. Who needs more therapy, Dare or Serenar? That is the real question. Well, that is true. I've had to put up with her for 10 years. Both need hugging jackets. Hush you.
We've only got the lease on one hugging jacket. We have to swap every now and again and share it round.
Yes.
My shifter keeps going into reverse when I get to neutral, so it keeps like overshifting. So apologies if you do randomly see my reverse lights coming on.
All right. Koja, thank you for the 16 months. I bet you didn't hear the question from Serenar. Serenar is considering Talos
Oh, Talos
Principle
Prince.
1 and 2 and wanted to know your thoughts. And thank you for the 16 months, Kojo. I stop in ATS and then hold the brakes, which I have to do in ETS, but that puts me in reverse in ATS, so, problems.
I should also not be alarmed if the reverse lights come on.
Correct. That is the world's shortest light.
They are, aren't they?
Yes. uh, I tried to take a sip of my tea here while I'm waiting. Get the tea bag out. Come here. Since I'm stuck at this light, do we need therapy for watching? I mean, maybe.
Depends what sort of thing we end up talking about.
That's true. Ew, burn my fingers on my tea bag. Koja says, I would recommend the Talos games to anyone, but you really have to be into puzzlers because it's pretty tough in parts.
How tough puzzles are we talking? Like mist level tough? Harder? Easier? Because I don't think I could. Some of the mist puzzles would do me over right now.
Well, right
I could
now.
do them when I was a kid, but I can't do them now.
Case, hello.
Evening. Morning, afternoon, whatever time it
25
is for
miles
you
an
today.
hour. It is afternoon for him.
Afternoon.
What town are we even in? Hard to judge because everyone's brain works differently. Puzzles I may think are hard can be a breeze through and vice versa. Fair enough.
That's fair. I will fire up the stream when I next stop, so at least I don't need to get you to read out my replies, which is a bit rude.
I mean, I could pull a curtain, put TTS in so we can both hear it, but I'm lazy. Oop, curb that one again. Bart's. Are we in the town of Bart's? Call it entertaining. Okay. All right. Hold on. Let me get up to speed here, and then I will read that reply out. Oh, okay, never mind. We have to accelerate for a while. For example, if you like things like Portal, you'll probably love Talos. Grab it on sale and try it.
Yeah, I was told it was very good. I mean, the one puzzle game that defeated me was The Witness. I couldn't, yeah, brain didn't like that one.
You just couldn't witness that one.
Nope. And boo.
Can I get a witness?
Can I get a judge and jury as well?
Trainman's blaming Wolfman. He bought Transport Fever on the sale. I'm trying to be a good critter and not buy anything, but that will probably not happen. I will probably buy something.
Yeah, all I had in mind at the minute was the farm machinery for ATS and Talos Principle. I'm sure there's a few other things I could get as well. Big kitty, little city, or the other way around. And Stray, so cat-themed games maybe.
I mean, I would 1,000,000% recommend Stray. I'll add that Talos Principle is definitely the most challenging puzzle I've ever played, but that didn't keep me from loving it.
Oh boy.
Wolf says, lesson to self, do not spread the cheese so wide on the bread. When making toasties, you need a hammer and chisel to get the food off the sandwich toaster when it is done. Yeah, you people
Oh,
in
you were
your...
lactose intolerant.
He's intelligence intolerant.
Oh well.
Red light. I'll eventually catch up to you. No, I won't. Yeah, I will when you're stopped.
I think I'm about to come into town, so there'll probably be a few lights here.
Case forgot the Steam sale was going on. That's all right. I did too until I saw something on Kotaku. And I was like, oh. Oi, oi, oi. I can have a bit of cheese now and again. I mean, you are very cheesy, so. Kojo, I don't know why that YouTube is doing this, but YouTube keeps suggesting I watch Parking Wars on YouTube, which is heavily based in Philadelphia. And I'm like, am I going to see Kojo on here having his car towed? And I'm like, no, Kojo's a smart person. That won't happen. Because wow, some of the people. Wow, some of the
Yeah,
people.
stuff like that just makes me worry for the state of the human race.
There's many reasons that I fear for the state of the human race, but yeah. Left turn only. Well, I don't want that. I'm going in this lane then. Or maybe I didn't have to. But oh no, I did. Okay, that's good. That would have been a disaster at the last second. One of my classic YOLOs.
Yeet.
I set the cruise at 40 and the truck overspeeds. Thanks, truck.
Is the load pushing you down the hill?
I guess. I mean, it was only 2 miles an hour, so no cop in their right mind would pull me over for it. The one thing I will say is sometimes on ATS, you drive through these little towns, and it makes me actually want to go to those little towns and see them. And then I remember I hate road trips in my car. So.
Well, yeah, you do like ridiculous journeys in ones that would normally fly.
Yeah, well. It's the size of that small two-door rabbit. It just after a while, after the first 1,000 miles, you just sort of die inside when you have to get inside the car again. Speed Bump Wars would have Serenar on it.
It was just that one time.
Well, that's how things work in this friendship circle. One time is all you need.
Yeah, and I've had my suspension fixed since then. So it wouldn't feel like your spine is being compressed through your brain.
Uh, Sun Shadow doesn't fear for humanity. He gave up on it a while ago. That's fair enough. Um,
Fair.
Wolf claims that he's hungry. He's also an old man. That's why he's having cheese on toast. He can't eat proper food. It's probably the soggy cheese on toast so that he can gum it.
Well, I don't know. You mentioned slicing cheese, so at least it's, real cheese that you have to slice, not that plastic stuff in a tube that you get over there.
I don't buy plastic stuff in a tube, so I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, no, American cheese in tubes. I've seen it, like where you spray it like silly string.
That's that stuff's weird. I was thinking maybe it was one of those lactose-free cheeses that are really weird and stuff, because
You could use like drywall.
yeah, pretty much.
It's like vegan cheese. They claim that it melts like real cheese. It does not.
uh, what else here? Speechchat.com is plug and play, Google Drive account, blah, blah, blah. Kurt, I'm not doing it. It's too much effort. It involves more than one step at this stage. It's one of the little towns, the rear of New Mexico, the village of Chama. What's wrong with Chama? What did Chama ever do to you? The retired truckie? How you doing? What is my speed limit? 25. Twerky 5. It's apparently raining a lot on Kojo in case they can send their rain here. That would be nice. Serenar is on the vegan hatred again. That is true. And I am a Muppet. That is also true.
Everything's right in the world.
And Serenar is controlling the destinations tonight because she's got to do the Nebraska event. Well, looks like she's going somewhere.
Yeah, I picked up the next job, potatoes, over to, I forget the name of the town already. Funny how they put that on a sign, innit?
I'm good in freezing cold Sydney, Australia. Yeah.
Is that freezing cold relative to, our temperatures, or?
Well, because it's winter in Sydney right now.
I know. Do they use Celsius or Fahrenheit over there?
Celsius.
Freezing for us is actually like between 0 and 10. As Brits.
Freezing for us is, well, who knows?
Well, we did get down to minus 11 last year. That was difficult. Oh, teleporting truck. Okay, bye.
I mean, with wind chill this past winter, I think we were down to like minus 30 something Celsius.
Ooh.
But that's just Colorado, so meh. Wait a minute and it'll be a 30 plus 30 C, so.
Yeah, and then you'll have lightning and snow and rain and hail and all sorts.
Yeah, pretty much. Snow lightning is great.
Thunder snow.
Yes. Come to South Dakota, Minnesota, and Iowa. We have plenty. Yeah, I know you have plenty of water. The Rapidan Dam is quite an event.
As in, it's a dam, or it was a dam?
Well, It's now a dam on an island in the middle of a river.
Oh,
It ate its way out of one side of the dam and worked its way around it because they didn't maintain it properly and it backed up the overflows. So then the water just went around the outside and scoured it all out. Because
water will do that.
America's infrastructure is a pile of garbage. Right now it's 1C. That's nice and toasty for us Coloradans in the winter.
That is quite cold.
Toasty. It's hot for Colorado winter.
You only need 4 layers, it's fine.
No, actually, people would be wearing shorts in 1C in the winter here.
Same as with the UK, it gets to 16C and everyone, well, 15C and everyone's like, woo, shorts, let's go. And Das would be putting on another jumper.
Well, yes, that's true. Oh, the store went. Oh, wow, it grew even larger. So this Rapidan Dam had a store, and a family ran this little store, and they had their house there. Their house is gone. The store is gone. Yeah.
Oh,
Trauma did nothing to you. Just heard someone call it out and thought it was funny. Oh, okay. Woo. Let's try to stay on the road. Why am I going 20-something miles to my next pickup? Good gravy cakes.
sorry. There wasn't one from the place that we were.
Okay. Oh, the house went in. The county bought the store and tore it down so it wouldn't go in. Okay. Well, I'm sure the county's going to be paying a lot more to that family because they didn't maintain the dam and therefore caused the destruction of the family's home.
Who would decide that then, that the dam hadn't been maintained?
Oh, no, it was outright stated somewhere that it was not maintained. Australians are sensible people. They live in a relatively temperate climate in cities and play cricket. Do they, though? Do they?
Because anywhere outside of the cities, every little piece of animal, plant, and everything in between wants to murder you.
I read a story about Australia today when I was reading The Guardian. Apparently
What was it? Extra new species of murdering spider found?
No. It was about some beach, some clothing optional beach that had been there for years and now are being shut down because a bunch of people are moving in and saying it's bad. And I'm like, yes, I live in this big city. I must impose my way of living upon everybody. Yes. Puppy, hello. How are you? I say that because we have all these people moving here from Texas and California that are trying to say this is how it should be, and we're like, no, it's Colorado. He says as a transplant to Colorado, but whatever. I've been here longer than most of them. And my sister and her husband derisively refer to those 206ers because that's the area code of the Seattle area that are moving over to her part of town. And I'm like, yep, that sounds about right. Yeah, these people from Seattle are moving to the middle of nowhere, Washington, and then complaining that there is not enough Starbucks or whatever. And it's like, hi, you moved to the middle of nowhere. They're what? But that's people. That's people. If you don't like the beach, don't live near it. Exactly. So it wasn't a matter of not maintaining the dam. Trees blocked up the dam. With the amount of water flowing, there was no safe way to remove the debris from the gates. Unfortunately, it meant breach was imminent. The dam itself is fully intact. It is. It's just sitting by itself away from the water flow. I could think of ways to remove it, Kurt.
Dynamite?
No. That's what you do with people on death row. Go clear out the trees. If you survive, then great. If you don't, it saves the state some money. Just saying. I can think of some other crimes that could go down in that area too. Sex offenders come to mind. That is not true, Train Man. My way, I think, would be a general good, an overall good. If you don't agree with the opinions of the streamer, well, fluff off. They wanted the other Washington. I mean, not far between them. Oh, hang on. Yeah, well, yeah. The stream is not a democracy. Darn Skippy ain't no democracy here. I run this stream like I'd run the world when I am elected supreme ruler of the world. Chaotically? Well, yeah. So we're hauling potatoes in a... Oh, that must be boxed potatoes.
Yeah, it's just in a normal trailer.
Yeah.
It's not like the Idaho one where you just deliver one massive potato. I enjoyed that. Just seeing the giant spud going down the road was fun.
I really can't find a flaw with this logic and I'm concerned about that. Well, C-case, it happens from time to time.
And they just start questioning all your beliefs.
I mean, even a blind squirrel finds a nut once in a while, right? Blind squirrel.
Don't like nuts.
What's wrong with nuts?
I don't know, they just don't taste nice.
You're eating the wrong nuts then. That could be taken out of context, but we're not going to do that.
I clipped the corner again, didn't I?
Yeah, I'm about to do the same because of this car coming down the road. Giggity.
I think the only nuts I've liked are salted peanuts.
Those aren't nuts, though. Those are legumes.
I know. Where was the line to stop for those lights?
There wasn't one.
Oh. I was waiting for the line and then there wasn't one, so I just kind of blew
Rolled
right
through,
through it.
yeah. Yeah. I'm using my new controller so my truck doesn't turn to one direction or the other, or my head or whatever was wrong with the other controller. That I keep unplugging and setting aside the plug that it uses, because it uses the old school USB plug, and then DOS comes down and plays Dragon's Dogma and she plugs it back in instead of using the new controller, and I'm like, really?
Put a sticker on it saying old and rubbish or something.
Well, I didn't think I'd have to do that, since it, migrates while you're trying to do something, but, whatever. Wait,
Is DOS still addicted to Dragon's Dogma?
Yes. Though she's day dogma-ing, she calls it. It's like day drinking, only less questionable. Because she was doing way too much late night Dragon's Dogma. So.
Oh yeah, I think you said like 3 a.m.
Yeah, 3 or 4 she'd come to bed and then she'd complain about having to get up at 6. I'm like, well,
And whose fault is that?
How far are we going? 147 miles. How many miles do I have in my tank? 400 miles. Okay. That's true, Wolf. Putting a sticker on it might work for normal people who pay attention, but this is DOS. It's like putting
Did you say you were going to try and fix it?
I've given up that thought. I don't care enough. Bought a new one.
Why don't you just
moving on with my life.
recycle it?
I mean, that involves me having to actually find a place to recycle it properly, and that also doesn't really interest me. It'll go in the pile of crap, and that will be dealt with when we ever move out of this house. That's how it's going to work. Or I'll leave it in the basement, and the next people who buy the house will find this random Xbox One controller and be like, what?
Like, hey, free controller.
Yeah. Oh, I gotta stop for a way station.
Yeah, me too. I think I'm finally dialing in back into the ATS thing now.
What thing is that?
You know, the dimensions of the truck, the size of the roads.
Okay. Makes sense.
So we can pick increasingly silly trailers as the stream goes on.
You're the one picking trailers, so you can pick whatever you want.
I'm just doing Nebraska, so we'll bounce around Nebraska like a ping pong ball and then we'll be done.
Okay, sounds good. And remember, everyone, when you're voting for the next supreme ruler of the world, to vote for Dare Tubbers, because I will rule the world in a enlightened way, meaning I will light up people I don't like a Christmas cracker.
Straight onto the bonfire with you.
I would be a fair and just ruler.
Can we have nuclear power stations everywhere, please?
Nuclear.
Hmm.
I was thinking we put them on the moon and then we use microwave beams to beam down the power.
Also, cookie dinner for you. Just gotta be real careful where you stand.
Remember in SimCity 4, I think it's SimCity 4, is it SimCity 3000, there's the space microwave power system, and every once in a while it misses and burns part of your city down. I'm like, sometimes I will miss on purpose. Just saying.
You've got to direct it towards your poop mountain.
I
It's a
watched
big hollowed out crater that you fill with poop.
I watched an interesting video from Astrum. What are you doing driving slowly?
I was waiting for you.
Oh, okay. Speed up.
My foot's to the floor.
All right. Um, I was watching Astrum, and he did a quick video about why we can't send our waste into the sun. And it involves the amount of fuel required to adjust the velocity of the spacecraft so that the sun's gravitational pull will pull it into the sun and it won't get captured by, Venus, Mercury, etc. And he pointed out it's actually cheaper in terms of pure fuel to fling it off into deep space.
Yeah, that would make more sense.
And Wolf, I'm going to mention elections all I want because ours doesn't end until November, so.
Yeah, ours is next week.
I know. On July 4th.
Yeah, oh, you've been reading The Guardian, then you'd have seen all of the wonderful stuff going on.
No, because he said Thursday, and July 4th is on Thursday, and that is Independence Day and Exploding Fireworks Day. So, see, therefore, vote for Dare Tebbers to take over the UK. I will take care of things.
By setting everybody on fire. Not everyone, maybe just the bad people.
Yeah, or people. Fair and just according to me alone. Well, maybe I might use some ethical guidance, train man. I was thinking I could light up a HAL 9000 or Skynet to help me with moral decision making.
I'm sorry, dear. I can't let you do that. Yeah, BRB, just going to dig a bunker in the garden.
I can have the UK? Well, thank you, train man. I appreciate that. I've been given the UK by train man.
Cool.
Yeah.
And then Wales is going to go completely independent. Scotland's going to go completely independent, and then Scotland will just probably set up a bunch of dynamite on the border and hope that they float away.
You make it sound like I'd be a terrible ruler. Just because I would legalize everything up to and including missile launchers, that doesn't mean I'm a bad ruler.
So basically, the purge.
What's wrong with that? I mean, you don't like then it's not my fault that it's occurred. People have taken care of the issue themselves.
All right, be right back. Building some missile defenses next to the bunker in the garden.
Wolf would rather be an Eskimo than have me in charge. I want to see. I think Wolf would make a good Eskimo, don't you?
I just got an image of him wearing one of those jackets with the headphones over the top.
I mean, he's already
And then,
fluffy, and then he'd wear a fluffy jacket, and then he'd put the headphones, probably with ears on the headphones, just because, over the top of the fluffy jacket. Yeah, I could see that.
and then he'd put his vape in one of the pockets and forget which one it was.
You know how you could make it really fun? You give him a utility kilt, and he has to search through all the utility kilt pockets.
Lights red.
Thank you.
I suspect I'm probably being sworn at in chat right now.
Wolf says, "Words, Missy, we need them." How many buses are you being thrown under? Just one. Just one very large bus. The bus train.
Yeah, more like a train rather than a bus at this
Yeah,
point, I think.
yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. Though the French did design and partially build that amazing nuclear-powered overland car train thing. It was mental.
Awesome.
But it was also the 1950s or 60s. In either case, recreational substances were probably involved in the design and creation.
Well, Japan's designing a new railway that consistently has over 300 kilometers an hour,
I mean,
which is
that
pretty impressive.
seems just normal.
And you could guarantee that it wouldn't even be a second late.
Yes.
I thought you could go right on red in the US.
You can. I was waiting on the truck to make the turn so that I didn't
Ah.
cause problems.
Not sure what to make of this rule-abiding dare tabbers tonight. Or that evil laugh.
Diamondback, thank you for the hydrate. I will as soon as I get up to some semblance of speed. Oh, we're just going to have to slow down, so I might as well just hit the Jake and take a sip of tea.
Yeah, I'm gonna need to get a drink after this one. I've gone through my squash.
I still don't understand why you drink a vegetable, but whatever.
Cordial? A dilutable beverage? No?
No, it's a plant you grow and you bake and have like I don't know. I don't like squash, the plant. It just doesn't. Mainly because Stas keeps buying the frickin' spaghetti squash, and I'm not a big fan of spaghetti squash, especially when she tries to replace spaghetti with spaghetti squash.
What other kinds of squash are there? I know we get butternut squash.
Yeah, there's butternut squash, and I mean it's an entire family.
I know pumpkins are kind of squash, aren't they?
They're are they kind of squash? I don't know. I'm sure the
I thought they
farmers
were
in
big
chat will
generally.
will correct us because that's what they're there for.
True. And I still don't know how you actually farm pumpkins on a big scale, because I thought they kind of grew here, there, and everywhere. They grow all
No,
over the
no,
place.
they grow in sort of a bush. Like there's a farm near us that does pumpkins for Halloween, and it's basically really wide rows. Car, do not pull through that light, Muppet.
So it doesn't sound very space efficient.
No, but usually the plants grow multiple pumpkins. So is there a car next to me?
Ah, so it's not like one plant per pumpkin.
Yeah,
Or
no,
one pumpkin
it's
per plant, rather. You get
no,
multiple
it's
fruit.
multiple fruit per pumpkin plant.
And do they grow back year after year, or do you have to pull them up and plant them again?
Pull them up and plant them again. But you've got all the pumpkin seeds. Like we we've had volunteer pumpkins. This year I think is the first year we won't have volunteer pumpkins, but we basically had pumpkins one year that we planted, and then the pumpkins grew, and some of the pumpkins got a blight on the bottom,
Oh,
and so they started to rot. So we just left them in the bed. Well, then the next year we had volunteer pumpkins from the seeds that were in those pumpkins. And
and one pumpkin produces a load of seeds, right?
yes, Case tuned out at spaghetti squash. Yeah, I don't blame you. That stuff is gross.
I think I don't like that sort of texture where it just sort of stringifies. So I don't think I'd like jackfruit.
Pumpkins generally get planted every year, same as any other crop. So they're not
There you go.
renewable like apple trees and stuff like that. All right, tea. I need to find some fuel.
How far is Columbus? Not far enough.
Which is wow.
Omaha, but that's a teeny tiny trailer, so no.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
You know what we're gonna do here, folks? I need fuel, but I am not driving all the way over there to get fuel. So
Ooh, shall I go get another truck?
if you want,
Or get my old truck back? That'll be fun.
okay, you do that. I'm going to get fuel from my garage or
Okay.
garage, if you prefer.
A garage. Garagen.
They get set on fire every year, same as every crop in the Tebbers garden. I mean, buy a garage for fuel. Yeah, pretty much. How many horses does this truck have? I'll tell you in a minute, because I honestly don't know. Spaghetti squash is okay, not my favorite. Yeah, well, I'm not. It's just gross. All right, so I own the garage. I don't know where are we? What town is this?
Around something?
Ah, Grand Island. Okay. Company, garage manager. I mean, I guess if I use map view, I can find myself. There it is, Grand Island. Upgrade. There we go.
You really just buy a garage just so you could get fuel.
Yes. What?
Alright. Work smarter, not harder.
That's right.
Right. Where are we going?
And
Omaha?
then I will what?
Omaha? No, teeny tiny load. Looks silly.
Find a big trailer somewhere.
Oh, cable reel.
Let me finish filling up and then I'll tell you how many horses there are. because I honestly have no idea what this truck is set up for. Company. Truck manager. Nope. Table view.
I
602,
misread that.
602 horsepower.
Okay.
Yep.
I saw one that said house components or something, and I thought it was like, no, construction houses, and I thought it said construction horses. I was like, okay.
All right, I have a full tank of fuel.
Cable reel to Alliance.
Sure, whatever. Where is it? Where are we picking that up?
North of us by a good way.
All right, grab it.
Okay.
Take. 269.61 gallons. I think it's a 300-gallon tank. Oh, turn that off. Coming to a store near you, build a horse. Yeah. Precisely.
I'm in the place. Why can't I discover it? Oh, there we go. Got it on the way out.
Well, I added to the paint job, Jimmy. It's 602 horses in this truck. 600 under the hood and 2 on the side.
Oh, I missed this, Pete.
Anatomically correct horses? I mean, hung like a. If you come to Omaha, you're going to warn the authorities. They wouldn't be able to do anything. Finishing food, grabbing some more food. Something about cocoa and hazelnut cookies that he will not share with Serenaar.
Good. Don't want him anyway.
Lucifer! Best horse. Murderous horse, but best horse. That horse is out for blood. Nope, running that yellow light. Woo! Because I was almost on the line. I probably could have made that stop, but I didn't. And it doesn't matter because I'm stuck in traffic. Woohoo!
Why is the brakes on this truck way better than the ones on the Freightliner?
I don't know.
Oh, forgot to get another drink. Damn it.
Drink your spaghetti squash.
It's orange and passion fruit, actually.
Then that's not squash. That's orange and passion fruit juice.
Yeah, but it's not juice.
What is it then?
It's fruit concentrate, but then you dilute it with water, so it's weaker than juice.
No, it's juice. All right, chat.
Some Rocky Mountain oysters and be quiet.
All right, chat. Orange and passion fruit concentrate. Is that not a juice concentrate?
Just a particularly weak one.
It's only as weak as you make it.
Sure.
Like, you could drink it full proof if you wanted to. Not that that would be...
Like Das tried to with Ribena.
Yes, correct. Kurt agrees with me. It's juice.
Well, you're entitled to your own opinion.
And they are the correct opinion. Now that I run the UK per train man.
Sorry, Supreme Leader.
Diamondback agrees too. And Train Man.
I'm outnumbered.
And Diamondback asked if you had to be any kitchen utensil, which would you be? And Kurt would be tongs. Which if you put an H in that, then it makes you go bleh. If Kurt was your thongs.
I know, probably like a spork.
You'd be a spork. uh, I thought you'd be like a cake plate, but whatever.
Well, I could just say a whisk because I want to mess everything up. Or the whisk would be equivalent to my scrambled thoughts.
I'm a chef's knife. I'm cutting.
I'll just be a spork that's used for everything.
Is it liquid from a fruit? Yes, it is juice. See, everyone is in agreement. It's diluted pure juice from what I hear, says Puppy, and he is in the UK. So.
Well, Puppy should know what squash is then.
99% of juice is made from concentrate. I mean, that's true, Jimmy. Fam is here. We're all safe.
Hi, Pam.
We're safe. Well, except for from multiple children. Fam wasn't yelling. He said evening. That yell was the bot. Squash isn't actually made of real fruit. No, squash is a vegetable. It's like V8. Blech.
What's V8?
Why are you coming back down this road?
Because that's the way the delivery's going.
Oh, you already got your load. Okay. I see how this is going.
Well, you always catch up to me anyway, especially in this truck.
Salmon went on the grill. Lunch soon.
Ooh,
Sorry,
salmon.
I disagree with the application of salmon to a grill in the middle of the United States.
What's wrong with grilled salmon?
There's nothing wrong with
Or are
grilled
you
salmon.
questioning the freshness of said salmon?
There you go. There's everything wrong with the salmon that is frozen and delivered in a, yeah. Just no. The salmon we had when I was at my sister's, now that was good stuff. That came from the natives that had gone fishing, and they brought a bunch of salmon. That was good salmon. Nope, that is not going to do what I needed to do. You're damaged. How did I get damaged? I don't know.
I managed to get 1% trailer damage pulling into the petrol station in ETS the other day.
Nice. Actually, squash is a gourd. There's no such thing as a vegetable. It wasn't frozen, says the package. Ew, how old is that fish, Train Man? I mean, it was frozen. Let's be honest. Unless it was truly line caught by somebody who then put it in their cooler and flew it to you, it was frozen at some point in time in its delivery to you.
Well, they probably do that with most meat, so.
Yeah, probably. I'm just hitting all the stoplights. Squash is a cordial. I'm glad it's very cordial. Hi, how are you? I'm Squash. Oh, you're a very cordial Squash. Or is that not what we meant? Y'all invented the language and you can't speak it for a lick.
Now we're going to get back on that pronunciation of sweet iced tea again.
Farmer Crit throwing limes at me. That's fine. I'll make some limeade out of that.
Lime squash.
No, not lime squash. I do not want limes in my gourd product. Thank you.
There's no gourds here anyway. We're all out of them.
I mean,
Well, this is a really long straight road. Wow.
that is not true, puppy, but okay. Kurt's cat just farted in his face, so there's that.
Our George just has silent ones.
It's because
It's just
George
like-
is old. He just farts dust.
Probably. He's just sitting there and all of a sudden it's like, ugh. Definitely wasn't me. If it was me, you'd know it. Horrible old man. George, I should clarify.
I mean, that list could be long. Oh, you're going to stop? Well, that's great. I'm glad you decided to stop, because I was going to go no matter what.
Oh, is the veneer breaking?
No, I was already starting to pull out. It was one of those I was pulling out to let him go. You know how you can start pulling into an intersection while car to cross two lanes of roads while the cars in the far lane are continuing and you just tuck in behind them? But he stopped, so I was like, all right, fine. I just keep going then.
Yeah, I think that breaks the AI and the air on the side of caution and just stop.
Yeah, I know. That's where I get annoyed in the game because I drive in the game in general before I lose all desire to drive normally. I drive sort of like I drive in real life, right? Like I'm going to tuck in behind that vehicle. Okay, that vehicle just stopped. Oh, we're going 45 miles an hour. That car just stopped in 15 feet. Yeah, that's not real. And then I'm just like, all right, fine. I've got a bull bar on this truck. Let's just go.
I know the slight increase in weight would probably help move them out of the way.
Yes.
What's the symbol on this road? It doesn't look like a normal interstate type road symbol.
I don't know. I haven't seen it yet.
It's kind of like a parallelogram.
Will I accelerate to 65? Oh, that's a state. This is a state highway. This is State Highway 2?
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, it's State Highway 2.
Bit like our A roads, or not quite?
I don't know what an A road is.
Like a big dual carriageway type thing.
They can be, but a lot of times they're like this.
Just single lane.
I mean, these are, yeah. It depends on the state highway. It depends on the state. It depends on a lot of things. But basically, the difference with this is if this runs through a town, the town doesn't have to pay for the full maintenance of the road because it is a state highway. So they have to pay for part of it, but they don't have to pay for all of it. They also have
It runs through their town.
yeah, they also have restrictions on what they can do. Like closing a state highway is more difficult than closing a regular street because they own the street. And then there's the U.S. highways, which are the ones with the shield, the black and white shield, which indicates a U.S. highway, which is partially federally funded. And then there's the interstate, which is obviously more like your motorways.
Yeah.
Highway 2 is a pretty route. Okay, just don't hit the deer that are lying in wait just outside Alliance. So you're saying that there's like a troop of deer and they have like a scouting deer who's out ahead and is like calls back, deer scout, deer team 2, truck coming, and then, you know, they position themselves so that they can appear optimally. Probably.
This is why all your big trucks have bull bars on the front, eh?
Out west, oh yeah.
Seen what was left of a motorcycle after a deer hit the front of it.
Yeah.
Viewpoint. Actually, I'm not gonna try and get in there with this trailer.
Well, my brother and I were headed out to Shadrun and hit a deer just outside of Alliance. Eh. Did it hit back? Highway 30 nicely follows the rails. Yeah, there's some of those where the road follows the rails because the rails actually were following the roads. The roads were following the wagon tracks, and the wagon tracks were following the easiest path through the land. Because for some reason, oxen don't like hauling wagons up steep hills. I don't know why.
Funny that.
Huh?
Oh, just out of curiosity, the other day I did a search on our like a car buying app, Auto Trader, where you can search for American vehicles, and I searched for F-150 to see how many there were in the UK up for sale. I think it was something like 15
Thinking of buying one?
F-150s, and then no, I just, in the vein of, you know, silly cars to buy, like the Evo thing the other week. But no, and then I thought, well, F-350s are huge, right? So how many of those are in the UK? Can you even get them over here? And I looked, there was one for sale listed on in the whole of the UK up for sale. So one guy selling an F-350. You could
Yeah.
fit a smart car on the bed of it. It was huge.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Yeah, you gonna buy one?
No, imagine, where would you even put it?
I don't know.
It doesn't fit in any parking spaces.
I mean, exactly. It's so big that you just take any parking spaces you want.
It was just comically enormous, and it had like all of its import paperwork and everything with it.
I don't think you, well, would you even be able to drive it?
I don't know. I think it should come under a standard car license, but maybe it's heavy enough that it would come under like a bus license or something.
It's a 12,500 pound gross vehicle weight rating.
I don't know
Well,
what that would
depends
mean
on the
for
year.
UK.
It depends on the year because I think the newer ones are like 14,000 pounds.
I'll dig up the advert again and post it for people to nose that. But it's just a bog standard truck for you, I suppose. But in the UK, it's, you know, like seeing a cyber truck going down the road. You just wouldn't see one.
What am I doing? Trying to read and drive at the same time. In Australia, almost every truck has a bull bar. Yeah, because kangaroos, you know, want to fight pickup trucks. You know, that's. I love making silly statements about other countries and my own country because they're all equally silly.
This is a pretty road.
And of course, you have to be super. Of course, retired trucker, you have to be super careful in Sydney. I know about the drop bears. Battery, hello. What?
What's a drop bear?
They are meat-eating koalas that hide in the trees above paths in Sydney, and then they drop down on people.
That sounds like you're making that up.
uh, Case's 2500 would take a CDL in the Netherlands, according to Rico. So,
Was that like a special license for cargo vehicle?
yeah, HGV.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that 2500 is lower gross vehicle weight rating than F350.
I
So
don't think I trust myself driving one, and I can drive most things.
See, when you were here, we should have gone and rented a 40-foot box truck. That would have been fun.
Yeah, that's one thing I'm grateful of. I didn't drive while I was over there,
Why
even
not?
though that's me, and I said no.
Why are you grateful that you didn't drive?
Because I don't think I would have done a very good job.
Oh, I could have let you drive down Trail Ridge Road.
Oh, the one with no
Yeah,
fences.
right.
And the steering wheel on the wrong side, so I would be all over the position of the lane anyway.
Like the car that was behind us that was driving in the opposing traffic because they were scared of
Maybe
the.
not that bad, but that BMW was so funny. The white BMW X3 or something, wasn't it?
Yep. Yep. They were driving
Actually,
in
X3. They wouldn't have an X3 in America. It'd be an X5.
whatever it was. But yeah, they were driving the opposing traffic. Meanwhile, Serenaar is hanging out the window over the edge.
Yeah, with my phone like literally hanging out over the ravine. Whee! More photos.
So a squash is not a vegetable; it's a fruit. I mean, you can call it whatever it is you want, but it's still not something you put in a drink. Is the koala drop a rare drop? If you're playing World of Warcraft, probably.
It's a legendary.
God, I thought that car was going to pull into my lane, and I was like, are you having a laugh because you're about to be punted into orbit?
But yeah, I had that happen on ETS and I took a little clip of it. I haven't done anything with it though, but I should edit that and put that in the Discord. I was just minding my own business and then the car was overtaking a lorry in the other lane. I was like, where am I supposed to go? So I just bopped out of the way. Train!
You didn't you didn't post that clip of me phasing through a wall in Ship Graveyard yesterday.
Oh, I think I put it in Wolves.
No, I don't think you put it in Wolf. You put Wolf raving, doing a rave, and then me trying to blow Wolf up with the dynamite.
Oh, maybe it's there somewhere. I'll dig
Oh,
it
I'm
out.
sure it's somewhere. I'm sure the randomized API will pick it up at random and put it. Funny enough, yesterday, right before the stream, Husen brought up when Wolf wrecked him in ATS, and then my automated API picked up that exact clip and put it in my opening. I couldn't
AI
find
was
it.
listening to the chat.
I could not find it. I was trying to find it to post it in chat, but I can't find clips on my channel because there are a ridiculous number of them. You would almost think that I do silly things.
Well, are they actually decent clips that are left, or do you need to go in and have an audit?
I constantly have to audit it, but most of them are pretty good.
Well, I only try to pick out the funniest bits, but sometimes there's just non-stop bangers of ridiculousness going on, and I have to clip them all.
Sometimes I see the clips and I'm like, I want to play that game again. That's usually what gets me back into like flashing lights or stuff like that. Every once in a while I'm like, maybe I should go back to Derail Valley, and then I remind myself I don't care enough.
Is Derail Valley no good?
I mean, it's fine. It just feels like they've never delivered on what they promised, and therefore I feel like it's underwhelming. Come on.
Well,
Here.
I wasn't ambushed by any deer on the way in.
No, no, no deer squish.
I'm gonna go grab a drink quickly. I'll be right back.
So drop bears are actually real, right? Yeah, yeah. I knew that, retired truckie. So my company, I run the outside U.S. division. We have clients in Sydney, and we were sending a new hire down there for some work, and we sent her pictures of drop bears that you find on the internet. Like these bears have been photo edited to look like they are like raving, ready to chew your head off bears, and she was so afraid. She actually asked if she could cancel the trip. we had we had to explain things to her. But that's the things we get up to at work. Have I ever seen the pom pom crab? I have not seen the pom pom crab. Why is there not an add to Eclipse function? I don't know, Jimmy. Meant to give credit for getting you hooked on Car Mechanic Sim. Started playing 2018 last weekend. Couldn't stop. Picked up 2021 on Steam sale, only $10. I saw the pictures, Kojo. I saw you posting pictures of the work you were doing. I was like, uh-oh, somebody's hooked on Car Mechanic. I do like it. It's a decent enough game to just chill to. When I've had a long day at work and I'm just like, I just want to play a game that does not require an intense amount of thought or anything like this. Like ATS is fine, but it requires like physical constant attention, and I can like not pay attention in Car Mechanic and not care. You're a mechanic back in high school, so I rekindled your long dormant gene. Nice. I love making the cars, Kojo, and being like, okay, this is the one I'm going to keep. So then I do it up just the way I want. Though the game never lets me do it just the way I want, but close enough. And then I'm like, all right, this one's going in the garage. This is my car. And then the other ones, I'm like, whatever. I'll just throw it together and sell it. If you want to be afraid of something, be afraid of the cassowary. I mean, most of the animals and plants in Australia are trying to kill you, so there's that.
Cassowaries aren't that dangerous, are they? They just look dangerous.
I just any animal can be dangerous or plant in the right condition. Like I know you're afraid of horses, but a lot of people are not afraid of horses, but horses are freaking deadly. And the number of people I know that have had serious, serious injuries due to horses, and people are like,
Yes, because they can
really?
actually do you real damage.
Well, so can a dog. And cats, if you were to die in your house and nobody was around and George got hungry, he'd have no problem eating you.
Oh yeah, yeah. He'd be first chewing on the end of my fingers before I was cold.
Kojo went to trade and technical high school, so that was your mechanic was your major, left it behind after college. But at least you were able to do it and like work on cars. I can barely work on my Volkswagen Rabbit, and that's an '06. Like cars today are just mental. They're like the 12-volt battery in DOS's e-Golf needs to be replaced. I've always just been able to replace my own batteries. It's not that hard. You undo the bolts, you take it off, you pull the battery out, you put the new battery in, you put the leads on, you tighten it up, and you close up the container. Job done. You can't do that in the e-Golf because guess what? If you do that and you don't do it correctly, you actually mess up the electronic steering, the electronic brakes, the regenerative braking system, how it manages the battery packs, all of that stuff. And I'm just like, that is so ridiculous.
That is dumb. Also, I picked up a new load.
Okay, thank you. I was waiting for you to do that. Too bad you can't just drive your car to barns and auctions. Yes, that would be amazing. Are we taking a big trailer yet? I want a big trailer. Come on, that's a small trailer. It's probably our last trailer of the day, but that's all
Yeah,
right.
300 miles, so
Yeah,
maybe.
yeah. Did you see the Western Star event thing that you can sign up for?
No.
Oh, on ATS, like every once in a while, there's a splash screen that talks about the Western Star event.
I turned off all the news on my thing. Is it on there?
Probably.
Ah, then no.
Oh. You can win a trip to Bend, Oregon, assuming it doesn't burn down, because right now it's on fire. Um, to a Western Star, like it's like their rodeo of trucking or whatever.
Oh, might be worth it. Is the Western Star the one that um that's got like mirrors miles away from the cab?
No, that Western Star is the one that I drove when SCS raided me, and it actually was a pretty reasonable truck.
I think that's the only stream of yours I haven't watched recently, and is the one where all the exciting stuff happened. No.
The pom-pom crab is a tiny crab that lives on or near reefs. It has a symbiotic relationship with anemones. It wears them as little boxing gloves. That is amazing. Don't work on your car anymore. Never got current on the electronics. I don't think you can get current on the electronics. Are you going to go, cop? Or are you just going to be awkward? Awkward. The computerization, which is ironic since you were a professional computer programmer. Yeah, well, there's a difference between programming it and applying it, right, Kojo?
What do you mean underneath? The fuel injection still puts the fuel in the engine in the chamber, so it's still doing the same thing as a 60-year-old car.
Mm. Mm. So most new cars are not port injected, they're direct injected, which changes a bunch of things. Be right back. I cut a joyride a client's Porsche around the test track. Guinness World Records has an article called Why the Cassowary is the Most Dangerous Bird in the World. Okay. I wish I had a vintage truck DLC. Happy Fins, by the way. Welcome. Hello. Yeah, I don't think they'll ever do a vintage truck DLC. I think it's going to 100% be that's the stuff you have to pick up off the workshop.
Mods.
Yeah.
Was it on one of the discords I saw? Might have been VAM with a old cab over.
Yeah, the
International.
Kenworth K100.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a really good mod, by the way. It is a really good
Yeah.
mod.
Yeah. You think I used it once before? Maybe a year or so back.
Hmm. It originally came out ETS2 back before the Going East DLC even, because I remember actually spotlighting it back in ETS.
Yeah. I haven't tried very many mods on ATS, but that W100 is one of my favorites.
K100.
K100, sorry. I had the other one in my mind.
Yeah, that's fine.
And then obviously my favorite one for ETS is the Scania T-Cab. Which is the opposite of getting a big nose truck in the UK.
It's true. The
Truckfest next weekend.
The cassowary may be the most dangerous bird, but it never won a war. Hashtag emus. I have no idea what's going on in my chat right now, but that's fine.
Is a cassowary like an emu? I thought they were just really big birds.
It's a massive bird with huge claw that can open up a human like a hot knife through butter.
Oh.
So basically those birds that annoy us on Raft.
Oh, Oh, that's a cassowary.
Probably
I
not, but
thought they couldn't fly. I thought cassowaries were flightless.
I don't know. I'm not up to snuff on my Australian birds. No, Diamondback, I've not heard of the Emu Wars. Suddenly have a feeling I'm going to know about the Emu Wars. I knew about the war over a bucket and a pig.
Something to do with a walrus in a zoo somewhere. That's an ancient meme for those not in the know. One of the original internet memes. The walrus and his bucket.
There was a war over a bucket though. Because like it rolled into Greece and then the someone went after it and they got shot, so then other people started shooting, so then it became a small war over a bucket.
Sounds
Humans.
dumb enough to have actually happened.
Yeah, I know. Humans are stupid.
Or is green out here, eh?
It's greenish.
Not a lot of much out here.
No, there isn't. It's like Wyoming. It's why I drove across Wyoming at a high rate of speed. Except for the stop at the natural bridge. A lot of coups. It's true.
So I guess that's what this state's famous for.
What?
Cows.
I have no idea what Nebraska's famous for. Other than Warren Buffett. Looked it up. Cassowary looks about emu-sized. Okay.
Is it like that kind of bird though, like a big flightless bird?
I have no idea. I'm sure Trainman will inform us. We are the Cornhusker State, so also corn. Okay. See?
I haven't seen any cornfields yet, but then this is quite hilly, so I wouldn't imagine they'd farm around here.
Right. Probably, yeah, because probably western Nebraska is a lot like western Kansas, where it gets a little bit hilly, a little bit hard to run cornfields easily. Though the hilliness of eastern Washington, you wouldn't think they'd farm, but that's a heavily farmed area. Okay. According to Diamondback, in 1932, there were too many emus. A military operation was launched. The armed humans lost. That is the Emu Wars. Demi, hello. Welcome into History with Diamondback.
This is one of many assorted random topics of conversation that we have here.
Yes. So,
AKA anything goes.
pretty much. That area is pasture. The sand hills and panhandle are a bit drier. Okay. The only time I've been to Nebraska is along the interstate, along the southern edge, because I was bored of driving through Kansas, and I was not about to look at that same stretch of road for the fourth time in less than a month. So I bopped up to Omaha and came across that way.
Just drove to a whole nother state.
Yep, pretty much.
So you drive twice the length of the UK just for a different bit of scenery.
Yes, exactly. Enjoy your salmon, train man. I still find it sus. It's sus salmon in my mind. Ah, yes, this Peterbilt, the one that has no acceleration. Hi.
I'm going.
Come on, put a foot down.
It's got more horsepower than the Freightliner.
Yeah, but does it have the 18 speed in it?
Yes.
Okay. Does the Freightliner?
Yes. Actually, it may have the 12. Can't remember.
I'm betting it's probably got the 12. Because
Mm,
I think you put the 18 speed in this when we did our run to that Bellingham logging.
yes. We were talking about that earlier in Wolf's stream.
Yeah, the fact that he stuffed it.
We did mention that we tried to get up that road and some of us didn't make it.
I still like that road. Like I enjoy going on that one, and then the that hidden road in Montana.
Yeah.
Like
Although that, I don't think I've ever done a delivery from the Bellingham depot on time because it takes so long just to get down that road.
yes, it does take a very very extended amount of time to get down that road. Can I get this really quick? Oh jeez. There we go. I just wanted to discover that bit of road.
I thought about it for a split second.
And then you thought better of it.
Yes.
Yeah, well. Fun fact, Australia has the longest trucks in the world and also the world's largest freight trains. And I would love to ride, isn't it called the GAN? The passenger train that runs across Australia. That would be fun. I'd probably get sick and tired of it pretty soon, but
How long would you be on it if it goes all the way across Australia?
I want to say it's a 7-day journey.
Is that all? Well, I thought it would be longer than that, but I
Well,
suppose
but it
they
just
do just keep going and going and going.
right, you just set it at top speed and go. Notch 8, go.
I bet that's epic.
Yeah. It's supposed to be really, really luxurious and stuff. I've heard mixed thoughts about that, but I just want to go on it because I think it'd be really cool. Great way to see like huge stretch of Australia, Sydney to Perth, retired truckie says. So yeah, you'd see a huge amount of Australia. Diamondback has
A huge amount of very similar terrain.
well, I bet you the terrain changes quite a bit. Because I know coming out of Sydney, you've got to go over that mountain range to get down into the inland area.
Yeah, but it looks amazing. Well, I looked at the train that you've got going over your mountains, the Rocky Mountaineer train.
Mm-hmm.
That's hella expensive, and that's only 3 days. So I dread to think how expensive the Australian one would be.
Yeah. But it's in Australian dollars, so it's not real money. It's like Canadian dollars, not real money.
Yeah, it's something like 4 million Australian dollars. And you're like, £4.56.
Right.
Sorry, Truckee, we're just joking.
Well, literally, I had that problem when I was in Qatar. Like when I went to the Souk Al Wafi, and they were like, it's so many 100 Qatari dollars.
Reals?
Yeah, real.
Was it
Whatever.
dollars?
I don't remember what it was. I had some for the longest time, but then I was like, I'm probably not going back, so I just traded in or whatever. But I was like, boy, that sounds really expensive. And then I checked, and I was like, oh, that's 60 US dollars for a silk thing. I think I'm fine. Have you been to Hidden Valley? I hear the ranch dressing there is amazing. Diamondback, boo. Just boo.
I might need someone to explain that one. That just whooshed right off my head.
Hidden Valley is a brand that makes ranch dressing.
Uh,
Yeah.
well, as much as the jibes about this truck's lack of power have been noted, I still enjoy this truck after such a long time.
It's not lack of power, it's lack of acceleration.
Mm. And the horse truck is a what type of truck?
Pete 589? 5 something? I don't know. All I know is it's got 602 ponies in it. Or on it. Take your pick.
600 in it, 2 on it.
Yes. You are correct. So, Wolf is doing a football-free zone for trucking stream. That means no yellow cards. Does that mean all the jokes then? It means Unleash the jokes of war.
Let loose the jokes of war. That's gonna be entertaining. I assume there's a football match on then. I didn't even realise.
Isn't
I
there
have
always a football match going on?
Newell is the Euros this week. However long it lasts, I've no idea. I was ill most of the week. I spent most of the week in bed, so I didn't even know what day it was most of the time.
Uh, but how is that different than normal?
I occasionally do work. I started off the week very optimistically, even though I was feeling rough on Monday morning. I sort of opened my laptop and started, looking at emails and doing all the stuff you do. And then as the day went on, I just slowly felt worse and worse and worse. And I was like, yeah, no, that's it. I'm done.
Copa America. I know Copa was going on. I only know that because I have a client who manages that. I knew Copa, but I didn't think Wolf would care about Copa.
Well, if it's a football free stream today, does that mean England's playing?
I wonder if that doesn't
England
mean
is playing
England's
someone.
playing. Yeah, who knows? All the jokes, Kurt. All the jokes. All right,
Yeah, name on thick.
we got a price on the Gone. $3,000 per person one way, 6,000 return.
I think you'd only do it one way, right?
Yeah, I would probably do like fly into. I'd probably fly into Perth and take it from Perth to Sydney, and then I could, spend time in Sydney and then fly to wherever, New Zealand.
Fly back from Sydney. Yeah, that sounds good.
Yeah.
Although, is that 6,000? Well, say 3,000 per person
Australian,
Australian
Australian,
dollars.
so £3.99. No, don't turn, stupid truck.
Well, considering it was like £4,000 for the Rocky Mountaineer, then that's actually not bad.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I was like, that AI truck is running the red light. No, he was turning right. Never mind. No, I would if I was gonna take the gun, I would do like a I'd probably take it into a round the world trip. So like fly from the US to like Istanbul because we're getting a direct Denver to Istanbul flight here soon. Um, and,
Indeed.
spend some time in Istanbul, and then fly to India and go see like the Taj Mahal and stuff, and then fly from there down to Perth, take the Gone, visit Sydney, then fly to Auckland, visit New Zealand, and then fly home.
Would you not want to do like Indonesia, Thailand, Singapore, any of those places?
That feels real backtracky to me, but also I wouldn't do Taiwan,
Thailand.
Thailand, or Japan without some of my coworkers who actually lived in those countries, speak those languages, have family there. So those would be different trips.
Yeah, I suppose. Our trip to Japan's gonna be interesting. Gonna be epic, but a bit unknown.
Yeah, I know someone who went to Japan last year and loved it. And they went on their own. They didn't have anybody to like help them or anything, so they just kind of winged it and said they had a great time. Want to go back? Truckee has done the conversion rate for us. 3,000 is 1,600 pounds or 2,000 US dollars.
That's very reasonable.
Yeah.
I guess they have different classes though, right? Where you have your own cabin, or you just get a seat and a plank to lie on or something.
You don't even get a plank. You have to sit bolt upright, sleep bolt upright for days on end.
Yeah, I think
You
I was
saw me
doing that
turning.
one.
You saw I had a big trailer. You cut inside of me. You are a Muppet. You deserve that. Muppets. On a turn, I go wide, but it doesn't matter how wide you go. You're going to have part of your trailer tag into the lane. Oh, apparently everyone gets their own bedroom. Nice.
Wow. Cool. Add that to the bucket list then. I would do that. I'd do the Australia and New Zealand as a combo.
See, for you, it'd make more sense to like go to like Singapore
I want to do
because
Singapore as
you
well.
you could pick up the direct BA flight or the Qantas flight from London to Singapore.
Yeah.
Don't even think about it, Mustang. Freaking Mustang drivers.
Is it yellow Mustangs? Always the
Yes,
yellow
it
one.
was. Uh,
Oh no, nighttime and the terrible American headlights.
Battery says Japan is on the probably never going to happen bucket list.
I thought that too, and now it is, so never give up.
I got a train.
Yeah, we're chasing this train. We're gonna catch it.
Well, I'm being stopped by a train.
Oh. What speed's he doing? Let's slow down a bit. Oh, he's doing about 50 miles an hour.
Battery is given the list of American train classes. There's sleep flat, need something like food. Sleep inclined, and need a semi-food substitute, or moo class with cardboard that costs $15.
Or Moo class where they just shove you in an empty car and tell you to get on with it.
I mean, that's India.
No, they just make you sit on the top
Yeah, well, that's true.
and the sides and holding on and underneath probably.
Battery is sending his wife and daughter to Italy next year for a 2-week trip, but he's not going. Retired Trekkie went to Japan for the car culture. I totally agree. I would love one of those
A
Japanese.
little K car.
Yes, I would love a K car.
I'll get a shipping container and place your orders when I'm out there, is it?
I mean, to be fair, my Volkswagen Rabbit is basically a K car in America right now, so.
You can get like real K cars, and imagine. I think I saw a video of somebody who bought one and had it in America, and it was just ridiculous. They actually fit it on the flatbed of a truck.
Oh yeah, yeah. The AZ1 would be amazing.
So many of them, though.
Kurt is gonna go try to wrangle cats. I don't know if
Good
that's
luck
a
with that.
euphemism
Just
of
shake the
something,
treat
or
container,
whether
works.
it's. Yeah, I don't know if it's a euphemism or whether he's going after real cats. I never understand.
Oh, getting this trailer in here is going to be interesting.
Battery. At least there's airflow on top of the train cars.
You want it where? Oh my god.
I'm
Yeah,
still,
interesting approach to the to this one.
I'm still 30
I've
miles
stuffed it
out.
already. Yeah, stuffed it.
The Chrysler K car was the cause of many dreams of revenge. No, not the K as in the letter K. K as in K-E-I or K-I-E?
AEI.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Truckie's building a project car at the moment. It's been going for 2 years so far. I mean, that's every project car, right?
It's not multiple years. Can you call it a project?
Yeah. I mean, it'd be in the world of agile development, it would be your initiative, in which case you'd build epics for each year. Sorry, that went so nerd. Not like half the people in my company who claim to do agile understand what that means either, but whatever. Agile development, gah! Yeah, exactly, Diamondback.
Don't bring that filth into the stream.
Uh,
Yeah, this is not happening. I've royally balked this space.
oh, it can't be that bad.
I've only overran by a little bit, but now I can't reverse it.
Why can't you reverse it?
Because I'm dumb.
Just turn the opposite of the opposite.
So if I want the back to go left,
You turn left, which is the opposite of what you normally do, which is turn right, because you've got the bogey on the front.
no, not working. Yes, it's gone green. Yes! Yay! I could have just given up, but I did not.
I don't even bother anymore. Battery. The wife doesn't understand why I'd love an Evo since she plans for an Alpha for the sense of adventure. Yes, you never know if an Alpha will
Sense
make
of
it.
adventure of when it's going to be broken down at the side of the road.
Exactly. So your friend's Alpha. Yes, retire trucky. When reversing a single, left is right and right is left. But when you have a bogey running on the front, then left is left and right is right until it starts to go all wall-eyed. Have you picked another load yet? We have 10 minutes.
We're not going to get 100 miles there, are we?
I don't know. I don't know.
Nearest one is 400 miles, so no.
Okay, what do you need? I probably don't have anything. 30 miles? That won't get you anything that you need.
No. I've got one to Norfolk, but
I
that's
got
only
one
50
that's 105 miles. We're doing it.
Okay. Where's it from?
Someplace that's 16 miles away from here. Bonsai! Spart.
Ah! My life flashed before my eyes.
Uh-oh. I'm on the wrong side of a dual carriageway. It's fine. Things have gone very my way. All right, here we go.
Standard service occurrences.
Crossing over. It's all fine. All right, I'm just running the red light. Oh gosh. Never
Are we
mind.
engaging yeet mode?
Ignore. I'm gonna have to make a slight detour to repair the damage to my truck. Alright. We're doing this now. I'm tired of being nice. See, I last about an hour and 45, and then I'm just like, I just can't anymore. I'll be nice again when I get the trailer. How about that?
Fair.
My truck is squealing now when it stops. Why? I'll just replace all the parts. I don't care. It's not like I care. It's not like
Does it make more noise when it's more worn?
I think so. I don't know. All right. Back into coughing and choking on my own spit. Hold on. Car, really? Muppet? Hello? Cop, I need to be over there. Cop, I need to be over there. Cop, I need to be over there. Come on. Thank you.
Excuse me.
Squeaky noises. It's a divided entry. Didn't realize it till almost too late. Wanderlust RV. Better than a lusty wanderer. Where's my trailer? Oh, of course, you're going to be pointed that way. Okay, whatever. Whatever! Lunch I am back from. Welcome back, Case. Oh, look, an old Winnebago. Winnebeagle. An old Winnebeagle.
Oh, that'll be a poll.
Having driven road trains, retired truckie can reverse 3 trailers, but there's a lot of swearing involved. Are you in ghost mode? Because otherwise I'm about to take off the front of your truck, I think.
I can see you, the ghost above your head.
Okay, good.
Although you would have only have done a mild bit of damage to my bumper.
Yeah, okay. And away we go. This is funny. All right, yield to the train. Then I can start across the train tracks, but I straddle the train tracks, so...
Just hope that they don't go off.
Yeah, I'm like, I hope no train comes, because...
I don't think a train would come across those.
You say that, but... Who knows? I don't know.
Oh, lag.
Yeah. Ah, never mind. I'll stay in this. I was going to change lanes, but there's no point. Okay, now everybody's changing lanes. Oh my goodness, it's like rush hour in a normal city. Everyone's like, ah, this lane, no, this lane, no, this lane. Oh, come on, just stop it.
Which lane do we need to be in?
That doesn't matter, we're going straight.
You just cut that camper right off.
Yep, sure did. I don't know why, but I did.
Having a truckie in here from Australia reminds me of a TV show that we saw, which was all about rescuing truckers that had come off the road in Australia and all the crazy winches and airbags and crazy stuff that they used to rescue them from ravines and all sorts.
Even if I took off the front of your truck, I'd just be reenacting a Swift driver. I mean, not wrong. Come on, people, let's go.
Lights are red and the green. Am I going into 5th? Come on. Whoop.
Come on, guy. Step on it. I don't know what you're driving, but it's crap. Get out of my way. My gosh. To be fair, if you went to Italy, you'd undo all the weight loss you've accomplished. Well, there's that.
Yeah, you can only have so much pasta before you explode.
You can never have too much pasta.
I bet real Italian proper fresh pasta tastes amazing.
Das makes fresh pasta. I can't eat that gack they serve at restaurants anymore.
It's all gloopy and gelatinous.
Okay, dude, I don't know what your problem. Oh, it's a red light.
I don't eat pasta very often.
All right. That AI just performed the slowest red light run ever.
Like one car through and then it's red again.
No, this truck, it hit its brakes, but its nose was far enough in that the AI triggered to go ahead and pull through the intersection. But it did it at such a slow speed. I was just like, wow. It's like the run of shame right there. Truckie's wife is Greek. There's no weight loss in his family.
Yeah, but you'll live to be 120 because of all the good food.
All right, you have left me in the dust because I got stuck behind some numpty who didn't know how to accelerate a semi. Serenaar is well and truly fluffed off into the dark.
I will slow down. It hasn't been much of a convoy with me darting off into the distance.
That's fine. Headlights. Oh, yeah, that. I miss all the extra lights on my ETS truck.
Yeah. I don't even know how you managed to get that many lights on the front of yours, because I can't put any more on mine.
I found the bumper that had the most connection points and I went with it. If there's a way to break something, and I found a way to break it, is anyone surprised?
Not in the slightest.
Kind of like phasing into the walls of a ship in Ship Graveyard. Nobody was surprised I managed that.
Yeah, I was like, oh, nobody's claustrophobic.
Yeah. I am now a nanoparticle inside the ship, and now I'm a full-size human being again. It was quantum. What is the probability rate of turning into a nanoparticle and fitting inside of this ship? Very low, but I achieved it.
Yep, statistically not zero.
Yep. All right. Battery's getting his weight under control after a hospital visit to get his butt in gear, so that's good.
That's good. On the right track.
Life of a truck driver, all the stress, no healthy food on the road, a Greek wife, it all caught up. Trucker was forced to retire at 34 because of a heart attack. That's not good.
Hopefully you're more relaxed now. And full of Greek food, so, you know, win.
Relaxed and full of Greek food, yep. And, oh, what's that Greek drink? Starts with an O or a U, right?
I don't know.
I don't remember
Oh,
now.
Barry will tell you. Trucky will tell you.
Uzu, yes. Yes, that. That would make one well relaxed. Or sleeping in a corner. Whatever.
Uzo's Greek?
Uzu? Yeah. O-U-Z-O. It's an alcoholic drink. Not
Yeah, I've
yuzu,
heard
which
of
is a
it.
Japanese fruit.
Yes, and makes for lovely sauce. But
Makes a really
yeah.
weird beer. I'm just going to point that out.
Oh. Mind you, I'm still not used to the taste of miso, so that's gonna take some getting used to because that's everywhere.
Yeah.
But no, I'm sure I've had ouzo in the past. I guess I just didn't know it was Greek. But I don't really like spirits, so.
Yeah, I don't like it when they haunt me either. One of those moments where Serenaar was like, why do I stream with him again?
As I recall, the only reason I started streaming with you was helping you with the potato crop on Farm Sim, and now look where we are.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's just called Shanghai after 10 years of knowing each other, so.
Yeah. Some of these turns coming up are interesting.
Yeah, it's fine. It's all fine. I just got cut up by a bus. Nope, it's a fire truck.
If it was flashing lights, then the fire truck would be yeeted off a bridge by now. Or an ambulance falling from the sky.
Yes. Oh my gosh.
That
Space
was funny.
ambulance.
Literally just landed in someone's backyard.
And got stuck there. It did not despawn ever during the course of the game. But now Wolf has flashing lights.
Mean. That is so mean.
Well, you know what's the best part? He bought it for himself.
Why?
Because I can't gift flashing lights because it's one of those games that Steam has.
Oh, like a pricing policy
Yeah,
or
they're like,
something.
oh, it's got a regional price difference. Then just make me pay the regional price. Like, fluff off. But I can't gift it to anybody outside of the United States. So I was going to gift it to Wolf and Husen, and I couldn't. So Wolf bought it for himself, and he says he's going to work on Husen. So the best part is he did it to himself. And so when he complains at length about the game, you can just remind him he bought it himself.
Not that you've planned for this eventuality, of course.
I mean, we know he's going to complain about the game. The game is a hot mess most of the time.
It's worse than Construction Sim. And we know his feelings about that game.
Is it really worse than Construction Sim, though?
Yes.
Why?
Unequivocally. Absolutely.
I don't think it is. They have the very obvious I'm stuck button.
Oh, I've done it again.
You have, haven't you?
Yep.
Well, I'm going in your head. There we go. I achieve.
Done it.
All right, let me go into drive. Oh, it's really empty in your head.
What, all the voices have finally stopped screaming?
Yes. Horse truck! I say nay to your shenanigans.
Two Pete's in a pod.
Yeah, same to you.
This hasn't got the silly train horn that my other one has, my Freightliner.
True. All right, everyone's back from the ad break, so we're going to finish here. It's been 2 hours of shenanigans.
Relatively peaceful on the shenanigans side, I'd say.
Yes, I think so. Thursday is Retired Truckee. Thank you for the follow, and thank you for chatting as well.
Indeed.
Thursday is 4th of July. Um, everywhere because that's how calendars work, but it's 4th of July in the United States, which means it's a holiday. It's election day in the UK, which means it's the day that everyone hides. But I'm probably going to stream that day because the only other thing I'm doing is cooking some hot dogs and sausages on the grill. And yeah,
Squirrel!
that's about it. So I'll probably be streaming on Thursday.
What time for you?
I have no idea. Watch
Okay.
Discord. Probably in the morning, I'm thinking. Because why would I cook hot dogs and sausages in the morning? That would be weird. But I have a special game I'm going to play. That is very Americana, which should scare everybody. Then Friday, I may or may not stream. I don't know. Saturday, I will be back in single player, or I will have Shanghai Wolf into something. One or the other.
I think I should be around next weekend as well. Yeah.
Excellent. So we should plan for flashing lights.
No. Maybe I'll come down with Ebola or something.
Something. All right, so we are going to we're going to finish there, and we're going to go raid Mr. Fluffy himself, and see what he's fluffing up, and yeah, that's all from us. Thank you all very, very much. Thank you. Well, thank you, I guess, to Wolf for the resub, Kojo for the resub, Kurt for the raid. And then again, Retired Truckee for the follow. So appreciate it.
Thank you for following along with our madness.
Yes. All right. Until next time. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Oh, dude, come on. What are you driving, a Volvo?
I mean, that truck that just went past was a Volvo, but yeah.
Uh-oh. I got a problem. Hold on. Engine out. Engine out procedures. I need my engine out checklist. I'll say worky. Inconceivable. Oh, wait. What in the world? Oh, I broke stuff. Wait a minute. I bet you that was a super secret thing. Option. Ah! What has happened? All the things have gone very wrong. All right. Options. Okay. That's nice. Aha! We're back to normal. Flaw in this bus, and we're going to exploit it to maximize our benefit. But, you know, we do want to be